Want to make Excel work for you? In just minutes, I'll show you how to wrap text neatly, validate data like a pro, and use slicers to make your dashboards pop. Let's turn raw numbers into powerful insights. Fast.
We're learning how to wrap text. To wrap text is to automatically adjust the position of words so that it can fit in within the sets of page margins selected for the text. On my sample worksheet, I have the data here. Now to wrap this text, the text on my worksheet, I highlight the text involved, right click. On the format cell option, I click on wrap text. My text has been wrapped. With list validation, I was able to do for this state column yesterday. Today I'll be doing for the list for city. Here I created the column for the states. This was what I was able to do yesterday. Today I'll be doing that of the city. For other states, I clicked on the column here. Then on my data validation tab, I click on list, the source. This is where my source came from. So I'll just highlight and OK it. So if I click inside this column, my list for other states, the city under the state has been created. You can also do the same for Lagos State. That was how I was able to do it for Lagos State, for Imo State, and for Enugu State.
Pivot table in Excel. A pivot table is a tool offered by Excel to create reports from data that is in form of tables. A pivot table allows you to analyze data in your spreadsheets to obtain a desired result. Components of a pivot table: row, column, value, and filter. These four components make up a pivot table.
Analyzing data using pivot table. This is the data set I want to use for this demo. I clicked on any cell inside this data set, then I'll do Ctrl Q. The table has been selected, and on the drop-down menu, when I click on table, Excel has automatically created some pivot tables for us. But this is what I want to do. So I will click on the Insert tab, click on pivot table. I want the pivot table to appear inside this worksheet, so I'm clicking on existing worksheet. For the location, this is where I want the pivot table to appear. So I'll be pulling down the variable model onto rows and year of manufacture onto value. A pivot table has been created. Now to be creating calculated field, this is the data set I want to use for today's demo, and I have questions on my right. The first one says create a calculated field for the product sold. So I'll be creating a pivot table first. Existing worksheet, that's my location. Okay. So I've been dragging down the company name onto rows and the product onto rows. Then I'll be dragging down the quantity onto value. I've calculated, the pivot table has been created, and we have the calculated field here. So we have the company name, the quantity, product sold, and the quantity of product sold. So second question says create a pivot table to calculate the quantity of products sold by each salesperson. So I'm creating a pivot table on the Insert tab, pivot table, existing worksheets. Okay. Quantity of products. So I'm bringing down seller onto rows. The products ID also bringing down onto rows. Then the quantity onto value. This is what a pivot table looks like. On the pivot table, we have the seller, the product ID, and the quantity, sum of quantity sold, and the quantity of products sold by each item. And my screen, I have calculate the sales made by John only. So I'll be creating a pivot table, existing worksheets, because I want the pivot table to appear here. Okay. I'll be dragging down seller onto rows, products onto values, and amounts onto values.
These are pivot tables that shows the name of all the sellers, the products sold, and the amount sold. Now I'll be using slicer to show only the sales made by John. Clicking on seller. Okay, my slicer has been created, so I'll be clicking on John alone. So it has showed the sales made by John alone. That will be all for today. See you in our next video.